Hello, everyone. Jeff Woods here, and joining me right now is former Warren Central boys basketball coach Tim Riley. Thank you for taking a few minutes to talk about the 4th Region semifinals coming up.
This will be fun.
You've been at these games so far. What's your impression of the first round of games we've seen?
Well, besides not having, another 14th district team in it, it's probably the best 4 teams left. So the Greenwood's shocking, that they came out of the 14th district, changed the whole region up. And I know that the night that the 4th region schools found out that Bowling Green and Warren Central were going to play right off the bat, it was a joyous day across the 4th region. So, but Russellville, Russell County, and Barron, I think that are the best 4 teams still alive.
You look at the first game that we'll see on Friday, Russellville versus Russell County. Really interesting matchup inside with Jordan Kennedy and sophomore Nick Coffey from Russell County. What do you think about that matchup?
Well, and if I was Russellville, I wouldn't want to put Jordan Kennedy guarding the Coffey kid because they need as many minutes as possible out of him. He's such a good offensive player. The Coffey kid, I doubt, will be guarding Jordan Kennedy because of foot speed. So both of them are going to be big impact players, but I don't think they'll be going at each other. Besides, unless that ball's up on the rim, they'll both be going after it. I think that's going to be a really good game, Jeff. I think that some people are putting Russell County in the finals, and I'm not ready to do that. I think Russellville's got some, especially with Kennedy and the Quarles kid and Zach Hines and then Crosland kid. They got some nice players, nice pieces.
You talk about you don't think Kennedy and Coffey will match up against each other too much. Do you think maybe Quarles would be the one to be put on Coffey?
That's who I would probably, would want to guard him with. His size could probably cause him a little bit of trouble. The big thing is somebody's got to keep Coffey from getting right to the rim. And so you got to stop him before he gets there. If he gets there deep, he's going to really hurt you. And then Russell County is so, they're pretty sharp. They're going to get shots close to the basket. And when they do, they're going to come off short. And when they come off short, the Coffey kid's going to clean those up. So the best thing you could do is if he gets a deep post up, is you hope that they shoot deep shots that come off long, that he's not able to chase down as well as those ones right around the rim.
We always talk about Russell County as almost this mystery team because they play so few teams here in the region, and they play more teams up near the Region 12 area. As a coach, and you've played Russell County in the region tournament, and you've come up short against Russell County. I know that. Is that an advantage for them not playing all these teams from the 4th region, or does it matter?
I can see it as advantage, disadvantage, the same way. The important thing is they play a good schedule. They play the Louisville Easterns, they play Madison Central. So they will not be shocked by Russellville's athleticism. They will not be shocked by Warren Central's athleticism when they get to them. So even if you don't play these people, you want to play good people to prepare you to play those kind of people. And so Coach Feldhouse plays a solid schedule. He's already beaten Louisville Eastern. He's already beaten Madison Central. So that's a good basketball team. I mean, Louisville Eastern's not a great Louisville school, but it's a Louisville school. And they've been great in the past. And then Madison Central is one of the top teams in the 11th region. Could win the state. And so they're prepared for whoever they run into here. So, the same token, Warren Central hadn't, sometimes it's hard to convince your kids if they play of how good Russell County is. And so you have to try to convince them. 2009, we didn't do a good job convincing our kids how good they were. But when we played them in 2010, after they beat us a year before, it wasn't hard, to do that.
Right. Just to note that Russellville and Russell County did not play in the regular season. Second semifinal game is against 2 teams that did play in the regular season, Warren Central, who you know a little bit about, of course, and Barron County. These are 2 teams that I feel like probably have as much depth as anyone. I think Central has the clear advantage on the depth, but if anyone is going to go up against them as far as depth goes, I think Barron County would be that team. Am I right on that?
You need 8. You need 8. Eight solid guys, and they have that. If you don't have 8, it's not hard to wear somebody down. Regional tournament, there's no media timeouts. It's a 32-minute straight game, and it's not hard to fatigue a basketball team. But if they have 8, and as long as none of those guys get in foul trouble and lose significant minutes in the game, and then they become a 7-member team, they've got plenty of guys to, not to be wore down.
What do you like about the Barron County team? They've got some good players. Obviously, Jacoby Poor, first team All-Region. Clay Simmons. Those two have been a nice 1-2 tandem. What do you like about them?
I like their ability to shoot the basketball. I think for Barron County to beat Warren Central, they're going to have a great shooting night, and they're capable of that. The big thing for Warren Central is through their defense not allowing them to have a great shooting night. And so they've got to find their shooters. They got to make sure their shooters don't get good looks. And as long as they, contest their shooters and stay between them and the basket and not give easy baskets or not give them too many free shots at the line, free throw line, Warren Central could be all right. But those things could happen. And if they do happen, the longer that happens in the game, if they do that for 16 minutes. Now after halftime, you only got a 16-minute basketball game. If they stay close and then you get to the fourth quarter, you only got an 8-minute game. So you only got to win an 8-minute game. So it's important for Warren Central to kind of pull away as the game goes along because you don't want to play an 8-minute game.
Central beat Barron County 96-64 in the regular season. If you're Coach William Unseld, you making sure that his players forget all about that game?
There's no way to get them to forget all about it. But the thing is I used to say, you don't win championships, you take it. You just got to take them. And I'd heard that from somebody else. I thought that was the greatest line ever. You don't win them, you take them. So he's got to go get his guys convinced that they've got to go take this game from Barron County. It's not a deal where they just show up and beat Barron County. It's not going to work that way. Barron County's a threat to them. But if they come out and they play really, really hard and they respect them, they're going to be okay. Chris Porter Bunton didn't play in the first game against Barron County. He was their best player Tuesday night. He was a tremendous player. So it's a little bit different Warren Central team. Byron Carver's in better shape. But at the same time, if you were talking to Warren Cunningham, he's going to tell you how much better his team is right now, how much growth they've had. And once again, it's winning a regular season game on a Saturday night and winning a regional semifinal game is a different deal.
This has been one of those years where there hasn't been a 1 or a 2 dominant teams. Obviously, a couple years ago, Bowling Green and Warren Central 1 and 1A. This year, you've had about 4 or 5, maybe even 6 teams that thought they actually had a legit chance to win the region.
One thing I noticed the other night is how many fans Barron County had there. And what's that's telling you? They think they can win it.
Yeah.
They think they can win it. I think you'll see a great crowd from Russell County. They think they can win it. Russellville will have a good crowd. They think they can win it. So we're going to have a better crowd. The best regional tournament crowds were when there was multiple teams thinking they could win it. And so you see that, and I saw that Tuesday night. Barron County had a great crowd, and there's no other reason than they think they can win the region.
That said, there should be some pretty great crowds on Friday.
That's
and then
right.
again on Sunday for sure.
Should be. I think Sunday afternoon is going to be a bigger crowd because it's, in the past it played early on a Tuesday afternoon, 6 o'clock. People that had to come from Clinton County or Russell County, that's a hard to come to. Sunday afternoon at 3, I think it'll be a great regional tournament.
Coach, thank you for spending some time with me. Appreciate it. And I know you, as much as I, are looking forward to the games on Friday.
Excited about it.
For Coach Tim Riley, I'm Jeff Woods. Enjoy the games Friday night.